We are here with Neal Wooten, Fort Payne City Council candidate. Your first question is, what do you think the top 5 most important things for the City of Fort Payne are, and how do you plan to achieve those and or pay for them?
Okay, well, thank you for having me here today. The first thing I would think is the most important thing to us in every city in America post the pandemic is industry, the economy. We're going to lose a lot of restaurants I know of already, and we're probably going to lose some other businesses. So there's a lot of people that aren't going to have a place to go back to work too. So that's the first thing we focus on, is see if we can get some big companies to come back here or to come here. We have the resources, we have the locations, we definitely have the people. So let's focus on industry, economy, jobs first. And again, that's not just us. I think everybody in America is pretty much going to have to focus on that. Along the same lines, the second thing I would like to focus on specifically is small businesses. Sometimes we make it harder for moms and pops and the average Joes and Janes that live here to start a business than we do for these out-of-towners to come with big businesses. And small businesses are the bread and butter of this country, so I think we focus on that. Anything we can make it easier to get them open and up and running and making money is a win-win for everyone. The third thing that's very important to me is the animals. I've always had been a softy when it comes to animals, and I guess the proper word is sucker. But I hate to say it, but they're doing a better job than we are up north. I lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for 10 years, and I saw one stray dog in that time. The week I moved back here in 2016, I had 4 I was taking care of in my neighborhood. We have one small shelter, and if y'all are following this and see how high the euthanasia rates are, it's heartbreaking. So those are some things I think we need to focus on. Infrastructure. We got a lot of the old buildings here from the the ghostly remnants of the hosiery industry. We could be doing something with those things. We got to get rid of the hospital where I was born. That thing is about to collapse. There has to be homeless people and drug addicts using that thing. Whoever owns it has got to do something. We got to focus on roads and bridges, of course, and schools. What the city does with schools, with buying supplies, I just love. I mean, I think the city's done a great job in the last, going back 20 years for progress. So let's keep building on things like that.
Okay. All right, the second question is, setting and maintaining a budget is difficult. How do you plan on raising revenue and cutting expenses?
Well, I don't really know what the revenue is in Fort Payne. I mean, I know what the numbers are, but I don't know the breakdown of where it all comes from. Obviously, we have to have that balance. We have to have, and I know we're going to lose some tax dollars because we've lost a lot of businesses, and the businesses obviously bring tax dollars in 2 ways. Obviously, they're paying property taxes on the properties, or they're paying, the employees are paying taxes on their income. So we definitely have to focus on those things. I just don't know the actual breakdown of numbers. I know the total numbers, and I know the numbers going out. Things we did, like with the new building where Valley Joist is awesome. The city took a risk there. They took a chance because we were going to lose all the tax dollars come from that company, so they helped them out. When we can do things like that, obviously, that's going to help out. So that's the same kind of things we do with out-of-town companies. We try to encourage them to come here by giving them the incentives they may not be getting somewhere else, because it helps us in the end with the bottom line. And every dollar we get in is more money we can do with things like helping the schools and the roads and the buildings, and it's all a chain reaction. Yeah.
Okay. The last question is, what do you think the role of a city council person is?
Well, I think that's very simple. It's the role of any politician in this country is to serve. We're not there to make decisions for the people. We're there to find out what the people want and help implement them. And obviously everybody wants industry, everybody wants the economy doing well, everybody wants the schools to be doing well. That's a no-brainer. But there are a lot of things that's going to come up in the city, with the citizens here that are going to need our help. And that's where that's our job there, I think, to And that's why there's 5, and that's why there's a mayor. It's kind of like the Congress and the president. Everybody has to agree. It has to be a majority vote. This, democracy is the heart of what this country was built on. That's what our job is, to make sure that everybody has a voice and everybody is represented. Plain and simple.
All right, last, just tell the voters a little bit about yourself and why they should vote for you.
Well, I think a lot of people know me. My name is Neal Wooten, of course, and I've been the curator at the Depot Museum for the last 3 years. I've secured over $50,000 in grants since being there. I've had 17 books published. I didn't even know I had a gift for grant writing until I was in that position. But I tend to get things done. I did stand-up comedy for 35 years. Like I say, I was born here, and I moved away, and I've lived away a lot, but this was always home. You can always tell where home is because that's the only place you know to go fishing. So I'm a workaholic. The things that I've done at the Depot could not be done in the hours that I'm assigned to work there. I spend countless hours at home. If y'all have ever written a grant, you know what it's like. These things, some of them are like 15 full pages of detailed information you have to do. I've gotten all new display cases put in there. I've had to come there on my off days when they're being delivered. I designed them and have a local artisan, Roy Ledbetter, has actually built them. We're almost finished there. So I'm just a doer. I'm a problem solver. I was a math major in college. I was graduated from Auburn University with a degree in applied mathematics. As a matter of fact, I didn't write my first book till I was 31 years old. Until then, I didn't know I could do anything but count. So that's me in a nutshell.
All right, thank you very much.